unchaste, because the right move is never the obvious one. Something feels off. Not bad, not wrong, just different. She's been around more than usual, laughing a little easier, staying a little longer, and somewhere in the back of your mind, you're wondering if you're reading too much into it. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. You're probably not. Most guys don't miss signals because they're not paying attention. They miss them because they're scared of what it means if they're right. Because if she's interested, then you have to do something about it. And that's terrifying. So you call it friendly, and you stay comfortable. And she slowly stops waiting. Sign 1. She remembers things you never expected her to. Your coffee order, a random opinion you threw out once. Something you said in passing 3 weeks ago like it didn't matter. You think she just has a good memory. Wait, memory isn't storage, it's selection. The brain doesn't keep everything. It keeps what carries emotional weight. She remembered because after that conversation ended, you didn't leave her mind. That's not memory. That's you mattering in a way she hasn't told you yet. And here's the controversial truth. Nobody in this space will say, most guys are so focused on what to say next, they never notice they're already the person she thinks about first. Sign 2. Her energy changes when it's just the two of you. Not dramatically, you'd almost miss it. She gets quieter, more careful with her words, like she's aware of every small thing she says around you. You think she's just comfortable? Here's the reversal that should hit hard. Comfort makes people louder, more casual, less filtered. What she's showing you isn't comfort, it's awareness. She's aware of you, specifically, deliberately. That kind of quiet only happens when someone cares what you think of them. Most guys interpret that softness as friendliness. It's not. It's the earliest form of attraction that exists, and they walk right past it. Sign 3. She gives you more than she gives anyone else. More attention, more time, more of herself, but she packages it casually, keeps it light, like she's investing without showing her hand. You think she's just nice? Let's be brutally honest for a second. Nice people are consistent, warm with everyone, evenly distributed. She's not evenly distributed. Watch her with other people, then watch her with you. The gap isn't subtle. You just needed permission to see it. Stop calling it friendly. It was never just friendly. By now you're thinking of someone, not hypothetically, someone specific, someone whose name just appeared in your head. And you're replaying moments that suddenly feel different. Here's what that feeling is. That's recognition. And recognition always arrives a little later than it should. Sign 4. She keeps appearing in your space, sits near you when the room had other options, extends conversations that had a natural exit 5 minutes ago, finds small reasons to stay just a little longer. You think it's coincidence? Here's the uncomfortable math. Coincidence happens once, twice maybe. After that, it's a decision. Every time she chooses to be near you, and you treat it like background noise, something quiet dies in her. Not all at once, not dramatically. Attraction doesn't disappear in a moment. It drains slowly, drop by drop, until one day she stops choosing your space. And you notice the absence before you ever understood the presence. This is where most guys lose her. Not in a fight, not in a rejection, in 100 small moments of doing nothing. Sign 5, you mention another girl, casually, doesn't even matter who. And for just 1 second, her face changes, she recovers fast, pivots the conversation, acts completely normal. But that second was real. You think it was nothing. Here's the psychological truth that changes everything. Jealousy isn't an emotion people choose. It's a signal the body sends before the conscious mind can filter it. She controlled her words. She couldn't fully control that moment. And in that one unguarded second, she told you everything she's been careful not to say. Sign 6. She throws something into the conversation. Small, casual, could mean nothing, or everything. Then she stops talking and waits. That silence isn't empty. It's a vacuum with intention. She's not waiting for you to respond to what she said. She's waiting to see who you are in that moment. Will you feel the weight of it, or deflect with a joke? Will you lean in, or look away? Most guys fill that silence with noise, a laugh, a subject change, anything to escape the tension. And she gets her answer. Not the one she was hoping for. Here's the hard truth. You didn't fail because you said the wrong thing. You failed because you ran from the moment instead of standing in it. That silence was a door she opened. You just didn't walk through. Sign 7. Pay attention. Because this one is different. This isn't about what she does, it's about what she quietly stops doing. The texts become slightly less frequent. The reasons to be around you get fewer. The warmth doesn't disappear, it just pulls back a little. And you think? She must be busy? Things are just settling. Here's the wait what moment. She's not pulling back because she lost interest. She's pulling back because she got tired of being the only one moving forward. She showed up, consistently, quietly, hopefully. And at some point she made a decision you never saw coming, to stop. Not loudly, not with a conversation, just less and less, until the space she used to fill stays empty. And you're standing there wondering when everything changed. It didn't change. You just finally noticed. Here's the truth that's going to stay with you. The guy who ends up with her isn't always the most attractive, isn't always the most confident. He's not the smoothest talker or the best-looking guy in the room. He's just the one who saw what was happening, while it was still happening, and moved. That's the only difference between the guy she ends up with and the guy she eventually stops thinking about. One move, one moment, one decision to stop standing still. That's it. That's the entire gap. And here's what makes this video different from every other one you've watched. Most content tells you what to look for. This one just made you realize you already saw it. You just didn't act. The next video is going to be harder to watch, not because it's more intense, because it's about what happens after she pulls back. What's still possible, what's already gone, and how to tell the difference. If you watch this one till the end, you already know you need to see that one. It's there, waiting, just like she was.